Hey, peace and love, peace and love. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first episode of Dagger Squad Sports, where we talk about football, all type of sports, NBA, trades, everything. All right. I got my partner right here, the objective fan. Go ahead, my
Yes, straight out of Kings County, New York City's finest. You know the vibes. Yeah, we rocking, man. First episode of Dagger Squad Sports. I gotta thank you, Garfield, man, for allowing me on the platform. Actually, I gotta give a shout out to Kyle too, because he was the one that told me to reach out to you. Because I was talking to him about the IT stuff behind the scenes, and I told him I do the sports channel, and he said, "Oh, Garfield might be into that." So, and then when I reached out to you, it just all clicked and connected. I figured that you got a lot of men that watch your program, and men we like to talk sports. We could leave the Hebrew, Israelite, Egyptian stuff alone for a little bit, and talk some sports for about an hour. And so that's why I'll be rocking out today. I just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity. For those of you that may not know me, I have a channel, The Objective Knicks Fan. And Garfield actually came to one of my shows, which was kind of cool. And I said, hey, then I reached out to him. So I talk sports. I know I got the Knicks stuff. I'm a Knicks guy. I know y'all guys gonna get on me for that, but hey, I got to rep my team, got to rep my city. But we're not going to only talk about the Knicks. We're going to talk about the NFL playoffs. Definitely, I want you guys to make your picks, because you guys will be invited to come on the panel so we can have a conversation style. We got some topics that we're going to talk about. I want to know your picks. And then you also got to tell me what your favorite team is as well, because you can't come on here talking smack and hide behind your team, because if your team is not in the playoffs, we gotta let you hear it, feel it too. And then we also have a couple of questions on the table. The first question will be, if Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl this year, does that solidify his spot as top five, a top five quarterback? Definitely, I'm interested to hear your takes. I think so. I mean, I'm not that old, so I didn't really get to watch the older guys, but between him and Brady, in my opinion, those are the two I've got the best I got to see do it. So I'm not sure about you, Garfield, but
when I came here, don't laugh at me, man. But I was a Buffalo Bills fan. That's the first.
oh boy,
That
we
I
gonna
ever
clash
did.
on that.
I mean, I came up for what I came up for. I think the year I came up for the summer, then I stayed a little bit. I stayed a whole until January when they lost the Super Bowl at February.
Oh
So
man,
I saw when they lost to the Giants. I saw when they lost to the Redskins. I saw when they lost to Dallas back to back. So
wow.
I've been depressed for years, and I'm still a Bills fan.
No, you gotta rock out with your team. You gotta
Yeah,
rock out with your team. I'm a Knicks fan, so I can't really laugh at that. But to make it even worse, I'm a Jets fan, so I got to eat my crow too.
I'm a Jets. I'm a New York fan. That's
Right?
how
Yeah, I know you say that. Yeah, you're a New York fan
I'm a
all
New
around.
York fan. So I like the Jets. I'm not a major Giants fan, but because you're New York, I cheer for them.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Bills is the only team. There's three teams in New York I don't rock with: the Bills, the Nets, and the Mets. No, we don't mix.
You're losing it. I'm in the orange. The orange y'all think about is Knicks, but I think about the Mets. So my biggest brother, I always wanted to be him, like him. So he introduced me to football. He introduced me to baseball. So he was a Mets fan. My other brother was a Yankees fan. So,
Yeah.
but I'm a New York guy.
No, I got you.
Anymore. So I cheer for
Yeah.
all the teams.
Yeah.
World Series 2000 was kind of crazy because it was the Mets versus the Yankees.
Right.
I was cheering for the Yankees to win 3 in a row, but I was
Right.
also cheering for the Mets to win at least one World Series. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as your first question, you want to dive into it now, or you want to wait a little bit till we get into the show?
We can. So you want to talk about you want to make your picks, or you want to talk about Mahomes?
Yeah, let's talk about Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
When I came, so Jim Kelly, I was a big Jim Kelly fan.
Right.
He wasn't athletic, so he couldn't be in the top 5 for one.
Mhm.
But I remember the stories and Joe Montana. Joe Montana, for Jamaicans, right? We never really watched basketball, right? But we started to develop basketball the years before I came up here. So we used to watch a lot of Michael Jordan tapes. So we saw Jordan as the greatest before I even came off the ship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking Joe Montana is in the top 5. There's no doubt about that. Right.
I was going to pull the list up too of the top 5 quarterbacks.
In your opinion?
No. I was going to say the ones that won the most Super Bowls.
Okay.
You can keep talking though. Unless you want me to share it.
So when I think about quarterbacks from I've seen Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady.
Peyton Manning is the truth, yeah, for sure.
I mean, Peyton Manning would be like a 5, and the reason why I say he's a 5 because he always have the greatest regular season, but in the playoffs, he messed up in a lot of playoffs.
Yeah.
Out in the first round. That never happened with Brady. That never happened with Montana. So those guys got to be 1 and 2 are up there, right?
Right, yeah.
Now, Patrick Mahomes, what he has done so far, he definitely got to be an honorary member of the top 5. You're talking about 5 straight AFC championship games. He's a playoff quarterback.
That's a fact.
Dude got a hell of an arm. Aaron Rodgers, we got to put him at a
question. That's my guy.
Question mark, Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to put him at 5 with a question mark.
Okay.
Because I don't see anybody right now who I could put in front of him that in the last 40 years, 30 years.
Really?
I don't. Who would I put in front of Aaron Rodgers other than Brady. Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, maybe Peyton Manning, and
what about Terry Bradshaw? He got 4 Super Bowls.
Terry Bradshaw wasn't my era.
Yeah, I know it's before my time. See, I'm trying to give credit to the older guys because when we talk about stuff, they're gonna be like, "Oh no, Wilt Chamberlain." They'll go all the way back in the day on us.
And look at this guy here, the quarterback for Minnesota Vikings in the 70s. He was a beast. Remember, they went to 4 NFC championships in a row. A lot of people compare the Bills to what they failed at.
Right.
So that quarterback, he must have been nice to lead them to 4 straight. Then you got a couple of old guys out there. As you mentioned, Terry Bradshaw and others, but Phil Simms. Well, I wouldn't say he's a top 5, but he's
one of the good quarterbacks. He's a good quarterback. He's in the top. If there's a top, maybe
Aaron Rodgers. John Elway got to be mentioned.
John Elway did his thing.
I'll probably put John Elway before Aaron Rodgers. I got to do that because he was a loser. He was like the only quarterback in the A. Remember, the NFC won the Super Bowl for so many years.
Right.
John Elway broke that spell. He's the one that broke it in 97, 98. And then Green Bay, they won 1 year, and then Green Bay won. No, did he win back-to-back? I don't remember.
I'm not sure. I could pull it up, though.
It wasn't with Dan Reeves, though. But he won with Shanahan. But what happened is, remember, Green Bay won 1 year with Brett Favre. What about Brett Favre? He should be in the top 10 as much as
Brett Favre was solid. He was solid. He just didn't really get it done much in the playoffs. I know he got the 1 Super Bowl. Let me see. I'm pulling up John Elway right now just so we could be on point with that. John Elway, he won it. Let's see. I'm on his wiki. No, let me go to the playoffs. I'm looking at regular season. Let's see. So he won it in 97.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back to back in 98. Yeah.
And then he retired.
Then he retired. So yeah, he's definitely one of the top. So like a lot of the quarterbacks you named, they have 2. So I don't think you named Bob Grease. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. Bob Grease, he has 2. Eli has 2 from the Giants, but he's not a top. I wouldn't put Eli in the top, though.
Eli was just pure lucky.
Pure lucky, yeah. And he had Earth, Wind, and Fire and a great defense one of them years. Yeah, you can't. Even though he
won both Super Bowls against,
of course.
Troy Aikman. I'm not going. I mean, he had Michael Irvin, and they had Deion Sanders doing stuff for them for the second one. I don't know if I would say Troy Aikman is a top 10, but he's a good player. He was a good playoff quarterback. He won 3 Super Bowls. That is not easy. You
know what? Maybe I'm looking at it from an NBA perspective, like because in the NBA we really go by rings. So like that with the whole Jordan LeBron thing. I don't want to start that up because we're not talking about that today. But that's why a lot of people leave the Jordan. I also leave the Jordan in that debate. Is football different? Maybe the Super Bowls aren't everything. Like if so, Aaron Rodgers has one Super Bowl, for example, right? But he has great regular seasons. Like just because he only has one, why can't he be considered in the top 5? Am I maybe you muted? I think.
Yeah, when you look at Aaron Rodgers, he's one of the most talented quarterbacks ever in the history of the game. He has one of those arms. You look at Jordan Love now; he's just a replica of Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
But the problem is, he's always a favorite, considered a favorite to win, and he never comes through. So in the playoffs, I mean, I remember when they lost to the Giants in the NFC Championship in Green Bay. That was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know about Aaron Rodgers. I definitely don't know.
I was just using him as an example because some of the guys I'm looking in the chat, I mean, besides Michael Vick, but they named some other good quarterbacks here too that's not on the top list or they don't got all the Super Bowls. And so, hey, somebody said Cam Newton. Nah, you bugging with Cam Newton. I'm looking at the chat.
Changed the optics of the game for a 6'5" man for what he did. You know, running and passing and doing a lot of things. That year he went to the Super Bowl was a magnificent year. But other than that, I mean, Cam is Cam, man.
But we can't put the longevity, you know. Cam was like maybe what 3-4 years. These guys got I mean, a large body of work, so that's why I wouldn't put Cam up there. But we could acknowledge his greatness.
Yeah, that's why you got to put Patrick Mahomes in the top 5 right now.
That's what I'm saying.
He got to be in.
He got to be in the top 5, especially if he wins this year. Now, if he doesn't win this year, okay, it's a debate because it's like a 10-day tie.
Yeah, he ain't beating Buffalo this weekend. Nah, he ain't beating.
So let me write your picks down because I'm writing all the picks. So I know you got the Bills. Let me just put Garfield.
We've been wanted a rematch from 3 years ago when they won that lucky game when it was throwing touchdowns over and over and all that. We wanted a game at Buffalo. We want them to come up in the cold air on the road. That's what we want. We want you to win on the road, buddy. Show and prove. Buffalo right now, Josh Allen, he's been kind of shaky this year. I don't know what's going on with Josh Allen, man. He kind of shaky. I'm scared to throw the ball. I'm just kind of like, damn, is there going to be an interception, a touchdown, what? You know,
But can I tell you how great Patrick Mahomes is? They played the Jets this year, right? And I swear to you, he was scrambling like crazy, doing one of his scrambles, right? Now he's like, has to be maybe 10, 15 yards past the line of scrimmage, like back. There's 2 guys running towards him. He's by the sideline. The man just did a little shift and the dude flew right by him. And he threw the ball. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, this is one of the greatest things I ever, like, the man is brilliant. I mean, what he did to the Eagles.
You saw the run that Mahomes made. I mean, not Mahomes, the touchdown that Josh Allen did this past Sunday against Pittsburgh. That was a hell of a touchdown run, a 52-yard run.
Yeah. You know what? I came in after. I watched the game later. That happened like in the first quarter, right?
I'm taping all the games because I'm going to watch. This is going to be the Super Bowl journey. So I'm going to watch them beat Kansas City. By the way, the Texans are going to beat, I'm sorry, Brother Unk, the Texans are going to beat the Ravens this Sunday.
I don't know about that. Nah.
All right. CJ Stroud is not, he's the second coming of Joe Montana and Patrick Mahomes. And he don't even run.
But you know what? You could be right, but that don't mean it has to start this year.
It's gonna start this year because he has no pressure. This is what always happens. These quarterbacks always show up and do good. Like Jordan Love, he gonna beat whoever they playing. They play in San Francisco. They're gonna beat San Francisco.
Right, San Francisco. Okay.
Underdog. Really? Yeah. Man. Hey, listen, I watch the Green Bay Packers the whole season because I'm like, I want to see them lose because they got rid of Aaron Rodgers, but they was losing early, but they came on in the end and they started winning. Let me tell you something. They got a hell of a running game. They got a hell of a defense. Because remember, they traded the dude Rasul, whatever his name, to Buffalo because they know their 2 cornerbacks were good. Jair Alexander and the other dude. I'm telling you, San Francisco is gonna get upset.
What?
Jordan Love. All right.
Yeah, they're minus. All right, so San Fran is minus
on Jordan Love and CJ Stroud this weekend. The Ravens are going to lose.
Well, they're minus 9.5 right now. So
jump on the panel, by the way. Jump on the panel, family. Join us. Come on, man.
Yeah, join us. Yeah, I got some questions. We could, because we jumping into picks right now.
One good team in Texas, and it's the Houston Texans. Dallas Cowboys, garbage.
Yeah, get them out of here.
Garbage.
Get them out of here.
Get out of here.
I'm an ally to the Giants, so their rivals, sometimes I root against their rivals too, So yeah, I was happy to see them, drop the ball again, like they always will and always do. So, I think it's time to take that America's team moniker from them.
You know what though? 40 million people watch the Dallas Cowboys game with Green Bay. No other team is gonna let them be America's team because it gets a lot of ratings.
Okay.
That's why Stephen A. Smith always mock and laugh at them.
I saw that.
Team, and they feel like they win nothing in 29 years. What
29 years.
Imagine you be in a relationship and you fail for 29 years.
It's over.
The amount of divorces you would have gone through in your life.
It's over, man. It's over. Oh man. I'm just, I'm sorry, man. We just on the opposite side of the coin. I don't really care about none of these teams. I just don't want to see the Bills win. I'm sorry. I just don't want to see the I don't want to see the Bills win.
No doubt. He's lost his mind already. The Bills, I'm telling y'all, the Bills are winning the Super Bowl. The Bills are going to beat the Texans in Orchard Park 2 weeks from a week from today, a week from Saturday.
Are you hoping it's the Texans? It sounds like you hoping because the Ravens are going to bring that heat.
No. The Bills have a very good record against. They beat them in the playoff. They have a system that shut down the quarterback. So I'm not.
I thought you wanted to pick on the young boy. That's what I thought you wanted to pick on.
By the way, it's good to see a lot of African American black quarterbacks in the building. Jordan Love, Baltimore's quarterback Jackson,
Lamar Jackson, CJ Stroud.
Good to see black quarterbacks, so I'm proud of them. But my Bills, I go above and beyond for my Bills. The Bills are taking it this year. It's sad. But it is what it is. But hold on now. Detroit is playing. Who's Detroit playing? They're playing.
So Detroit, they're playing the Buccaneers. They can win that.
Now, hold on.
They can win that.
I want to know what happened to the Buccaneers defense last year. Because the defense that came out from that coach was unbelievable against Philadelphia. I don't care if his finger was hurting or whatever is going on.
It was amazing.
They put on a clinic.
Yeah, they put on a show.
They look like they whack. You know what I'm saying?
But Philly kind of fell off though. They lost 4 their last 5. So
they got exposed throughout the year.
They got exposed. So it's a combination of what you said, the defense, but I just think Philly wasn't about that life. You know what I'm saying? I think they were, they bit off more than they could chew.
Those people in Detroit though, although I'm picking Tampa Bay to win. I'm picking Tampa Bay because of how their defense performed against the Eagles. But their defense is no joke. But don't sleep on Amon-Ra.
I was going to bring him up.
Don't sleep on him. Don't sleep on Goff having this big thing on his shoulder saying, hey, y'all need to know that y'all better recognize.
That's going to be the conscious community team because they got a commission on there.
John Jones said the Rams. Hey, get out of here! About the Rams got cheated. Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Nah, they didn't get cheated. Everything is just look, man. No excuses when you lose, man. You just lost. It's funny to see the Cowboy fans because I feel like they be the kings of the excuses, like, oh, this, oh, that. Next year we gonna be back. But salute to the chat, man. Don't be scared to join the panel. I want to get some picks, man. So I know Garth. So what are some of the other matchups you see? So you said you taking Houston, right?
I'm taking Houston. I'm taking Tampa Bay. I'm taking Green Bay. I'm taking the Bills. Those are my
man. You straight upset city.
Yep. If I was a gambling man, I'd made a lot of money this weekend.
Wow. So I'm pretty much going the opposite of you. I'm going with the Chiefs. I'm going with Baltimore.
I'm
going with
Baltimore, don't be mad with me when I come into town. Don't be mad with me. But the truth of the matter is, I love Jackson, but it ain't his time. It ain't.
I don't think they're gonna win the Super Bowl because I think Mahomes gonna get it again. To be honest,
listen,
I know we're not doing Super Bowl picks yet, but
goes to the AFC Championship, he's going to the Super Bowl and he's going to win. But I'm saying he's not going. Stroud, Baltimore, Hart. Hey, don't. You see, this is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
This is a problem. The problem is, right, that the Stroud and Texans are running like the LA Rams offense of the early 2000s. They do the quick release, quick out, or they're going to hold the ball and throw downfield and dismantle your defense. They got a receiver. I think his name is Ellison or Rick Ellison or Rick Ellis, or I forgot what his name is. The dude is a beast. All I'm saying to y'all, if y'all are into football, the Texans offense right now is probably the best offense left in the playoffs. I'm talking about play calling, what they have done. This is a rookie quarterback. He's playing like he's playing against people in school.
But that's my only thing is that he's a young boy. It's a lot of pressure. He's never been here. He could get it done. I mean, NFL is just one game, so anybody could come out and do their thing in one game. So I'm not trying to knock him, but at the same time, man, this is another level of football, and I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I think that he's in over his head. And
I'm on Nico Collins. I'm sorry. Nico Collins. That's his name.
Right. That's all. Because I was looking for what you were saying, because that's all I see was Nico Collins. Because last week he had
is a beast. Is a beast.
Yeah. He has 1,200 yards, 1,297 yards in the season with 8 touchdowns, 80 receptions. So yeah, he's a beast.
Is he a rookie too? Is he a rookie?
He
was the 4th pick. They had 2 picks in the first round.
No, he's not a rookie. He came out in 2021.
2021. Okay.
So he's still young, but yeah. Houston, it looked good. It really do look good, but
their offense is unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, it looked good, but like I said, the Ravens, man, I gotta see to believe it, man. I gotta see to believe it. The Ravens, they've been looking good to me. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the Ravens and Kansas City for sure. For sure. And then you going straight underdogs. You need to put that parlay in.
I don't know about the Ravens right now, man.
Listen, you need to put the parlay in. You need to get some money.
I've never done it before. So I mean, maybe talk off the ear how to do the whole thing, because I definitely love to. I'm telling you, because every week I'm picking people and they're winning. I pick winners. I don't pick losers. I'm telling you right now, Detroit, sorry to say, family, y'all losing. Tampa Bay is coming in there to kick butt. They're coming inside that stadium to kick you right in your mouth, and you're going to feel it right throughout the game. Goff going to be sacked like 8 times. I'm telling you.
Goff getting sacked 8 times?
8 times. I'm telling you.
They got Mayfield as their quarterback, right?
Yeah. Hey, you know what we got to talk about in the future? Running backs and how they have been belittled the last 4 or 5 years.
Okay. We can talk about that next week if you want to.
I just talked about Derrick Henry. When I think about Derrick Henry, I think about one of the best running backs ever in history. And Derrick Henry is about to be 30, and people are talking about, maybe he'll get signed. The guy is a beast.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley, how the Giants treated him is like,
it's crazy.
Like, if he's not the best running back, he's second. Christian McCarthy I don't think he's better than Saquon. That's the crazy thing about it. But he's for rating. Hey, by the way, did you notice since Christian McCaffrey got traded, he hasn't been injured for more than probably 1 game? He was sitting out 6-7 games in Carolina. This guy showing up for every game. I'm like, whoa.
A change of scenery will do that to you. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes to this extent, man. He's just happy to be up out of there. I do whatever you need. Just get me out of here.
Yep.
Yeah, Henry still got some football left in him. I'm surprised, I'm surprised nobody jumping on the panel, man. I want to get on people for their picks. I want to laugh at people for their teams. We're the Cowboys fans.
Man, we got a good amount of time to go, probably like another hour. But
yeah.
I'm gonna say this though. When you look at when you look at the football and what's going on in football, and remember the NFL, we got Usher at halftime, which is going to be beautiful. That's going to be a halftime show. Shout out to Usher, by the way, one of the greatest singers of all time and entertainers. I'm thinking this is going to be Buffalo's year, and I know my Ravens fans, they're cringing right now, and the Kansas City. Listen, man, I'm tired of Mahomes. You want to win the Super Bowl every year. Give somebody else a damn chance, man.
Man,
brother, because you have how many black quarterbacks we have left? We got Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, CJ Stroud, whatever it is. You have Jordan Love,
right? Jordan Love.
So you have four African American quarterbacks, pretty much.
Well, wow, holding it down right now.
It's sad that they all got to lose this weekend.
Nah.
Jordan Love ain't gonna lose though. He ain't gonna lose.
Jordan Love is gonna be the one to lose. Jordan Love gonna be the one to lose. The rest of them, CJ gonna lose too. CJ gonna get up out of there. But Mahomes and Lamar, that's gonna be the showdown right there.
Well, if CJ or Jackson still an African American quarterback's gonna win. And if Jordan Love plays against San Fran, you know what I'm saying? That's
a tall task.
African American quarterback. Hey.
That's a tall task, man. San Fran is
Kansas City wins. There's another African American quarterback going through to win the Super Bowl again. Yeah. Black History Month, baby. It's coming up.
Yeah, for sure, man. So we made our picks. I mean, nobody want to come make their picks. Should we move on to some NBA stuff? Or should we chill out for a little bit?
NBA. Let's get into some NBA. This is gonna be a long conversation about the NBA. So let's get some NBA.
Yeah, because the NBA that's my number one sport that I cover, and of course, we represent the Knicks, but we objective too. That's why I'm the objective fan. So, so the Pacers did a trade the other day. I was trying to pull up the exact details, but pretty much Pascal Siakam went to the Pacers. A couple of other guys, Jordan Nwora, a couple of picks went to Toronto, and it's kind of shake the league upside down because now the Pacers have been doing good, all right, with just Halliburton really running the show, and Mathurin.
He's injured.
No, but I'm just saying for the season.
For the season, right?
They've been doing a good job in terms of where they stand now. So now you add Pascal to the fold, it's going to be even more problems because now they got another guy that could get them 20 points. And he can score in isolation. The kid Mathurin is not bad though on Indiana. He's
a very good defender. Yeah, he's a very good defender. I love how he defended Giannis the other day.
Yeah.
Let me say this about Indiana Pacers. This is the only team I've seen beat the Celtics and beat the Milwaukee. With ease. And people got to remember this. That guy, they're beating the Knicks too. They're beating other teams. They'll have problems with Philly because they have problems defending the brother Embiid. Embiid is just playing averaging 5 points a game. He's just unbelievable. The issue I have with Indiana is that we don't know how they're going to perform in the playoffs because they don't have nobody with no playoff experience.
Right.
Now, this is why the Pascal Siakam trade is important because now you bring a brother who was in the NBA Finals, who was featured while Kawhi Leonard was the number one guy. There were several times he was the number one guy in offense because they would double team Kawhi and get the ball out of his hand. He was taking it to the hole. A lot of people forget that.
Yes.
That Finals, I was expecting this guy to shoot up and be this major superstar. He has really disappointed me as a number one. I remember he came to the Knicks last year and he scored 40-something points last season. He was killing the Knicks.
Yeah.
But where is this Pascal Siakam that could just take over? I haven't seen it this season.
Right. So a couple of things about Pascal. First off, just for those that want to know the exact details with the trade. So they traded Pascal for Bruce Brown, Jordan Nwora, and 3 first-round picks. About 3 first-round picks for Toronto, and then the Pelicans sent Kira Lewis Jr. to the Pacers as well. So, in terms of Pascal, I'm gonna tell you what Pascal Siakam's thing is. One, he's not the number one option, so that's what happened. So, a lot of times players look great. Look at Jordan Poole, for example. He was killing it with the war. Oh my God, he was amazing, right? Now he goes to Washington where he's asked to get more responsibility and be the man, even though I even thought before he got there that Kuzma was going to be the leader on that team because Kuzma likes to take a lot of shots anyway. And I felt like he'll be more comfortable in that role than Jordan Poole. But bringing it back to Pascal Siakam, the reason why his production dropped is because he's just not that guy. He's going to be good in Indiana because now Halliburton is doing all the work, right? And is going to give him good shot opportunities. And Pascal could create his own shot in the half court. So Indiana will have another guy that can do that, right? And I think the only other guy they had that had any semblance of creating his own offense was, like I said, the kid Mathurin off the bench, who also is a good defender. So as a Knicks fan, I'm kind of worried, but not worried because I got to see how it looks on the court. Because one of the things I always say, in-season trades for stars, whether you consider Pascal Siakam a star or not, you typically don't win the championship that year. So you're making the move for the future, right? It's going to be growing pains. Like you said, Halliburton is out right now. So now Siakam's going to get acclimated to a team without Halliburton. Then now when Halliburton gets there, now they got to redo everything and try to figure each other out. Before you know it is March. Now you got to go into the playoffs with this whole new team and trying to piece it together during the season. So I think that this move is like for the future, not necessarily just for now. But I do think it helps them on the defensive end because they can't guard. Indiana, I saw Giannis put up 64. I remember when he first put up 50, he was just walking to the basket. There was no resistance. So I think Pascal, he's someone that can defend. So he'll take on those tough assignments, and that's going to help them a lot. And so it could go either way. I just got to see how it looks on the floor because on paper everything looks great, but at the same time they got to produce and perform. So, and it's a mid-season trade. So that's what I got to say about Pascal. He's just not a number one guy. He's really like a number 2, number 3 guy. So, and yeah.
I think Indiana is the only threat to Boston and to Milwaukee. The Knicks can beat Milwaukee and Philly, but I don't see them really beating the Celtics in a 7-game series. As far as the trade, Pascal Siakam, if he doesn't sign back with Indiana, which they're saying that he's willing to, he's looking for $40 million a year.
They're gonna give it to him. They're gonna give it to him. They might have to get rid of some of them young players, but they're gonna give it to him.
I don't know what's going to happen with Indiana because Indiana's is he the Knicks like the Knicks? The Knicks have a period that they could do things at because they don't have to sign anybody until the season after 25, 26. Right. That's when they have to sign people like Brunson and Randall and all these people. So at the end of the day, they have a window, for another year, a season and a half. So they.
But OG, we got to sign though. OG's a free agent. So we got
OG. Yeah, that's going to be easy because he's with EA Sports.
Yeah.
Now let me just say this though. Yeah, Indiana been beating the hell out of the Bucks. They beat them, I think, 3 or 4 times already this season. That's not coincidence. But in the playoffs, it's different.
It's a whole different game.
I've seen teams beat teams a lot of times, and then when it comes to the playoffs, it's a done like Miami. You said Miami, and then all of a sudden Jimmy Butler took over. Yeah. Now, let's get to this for a second. Let's look at the Eastern Conference for a second. You got to give the Celtics their props. As much as I hate Boston, I hate New England, I hate everything from that era, that part of the world. I hate everything that comes out of that era. I hate the Boston. I hate the hockey team. I don't even watch hockey, and I hate the hockey team. I hate I hate the Celtics.
The soccer team.
Even the soccer team, I hate. We got to keep it real.
Of course.
Boston Celtics right now with Jason Tatum and Porzingis. Not too much Jaylen Brown because Jaylen Brown, I don't know if people realize this, he can't go left.
No, he can't.
Last night I was watching Jeff Green against the Knicks last night. He can't go left either.
No.
A lot of these players
are pros.
Can't go left, and these guys have been in the league for over 15 years. Yeah. So what happens now is that the Celtics, with the way how Tatum is playing, it's going to be hard to beat them. If Porzingis for once, all of a sudden this guy here is more healthy than ever before in his career. He missed a couple of games, don't get me wrong, but all of a sudden he's the hell. Because when they got him, I was like, Porzingis, because I know he's going to be out.
It's still time for that, good sir. It's still time. It's not over yet.
his toes is not bending properly or something is wrong with this guy. Porzingis, oh man, he killed the Knicks twice. They played, he killed the Knicks. But I'm gonna tell you this though, we got to go from top to bottom. So who's in number one right now? The Celtics.
The Celtics is number one, and another guy on that team, real quick, is Derek White. He stepped his game up. I mean, he's guarding the top guy on the other side, and he's scoring because Drew Holiday's not giving them that much offense. So you got the Celtics, then you got the Bucks. You want to know the exact records? Let me pull up the standings.
No. I just wanted to see who is first, then second, and third.
Celtics is first. Bucks is second, but Philly's right there with them.
Hold on. So are you finished with Boston?
Yeah, Boston's number one. They 32-9. Bucks is number two.
Are you finished talking about Boston? Because defensively, I think Porzingis is a good rim protector, but he's not necessarily a good defender.
No, he's not a good defender.
But he doesn't really have any centers outside of probably Embiid or Jokic, or he don't really have any centers to really defend. So that position is very strong for them because most centers are not necessarily scorers. This is why the Knicks don't really want to trade Robinson, because he's not a scorer. But centers are not really scoring outside of Embiid and Jokic. And the guy from Turner from Indiana. Yeah. All right. So the number two is who? The Bucks.
Number two is the Bucks.
Bucks is one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA.
They can't defend the perimeter at all.
Yeah, that's their problem. And I think
they block shots. That's about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the Bucks this year. I mean, they still have Giannis, but I don't know where they're gonna go. They got Damian Lillard, who's one of the biggest big-time scorers in the fourth quarter. That's very
exactly. Important. And in the playoffs, that's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be critical. So I mean, look out for the Bucks family. The Bucks is slipping on defense, but their plan is to outscore you. That's their goal. That's their goal.
And they got two of the best scorers in the league that definitely can do it. So yeah, Bucks is gonna be a threat, though. The defense is a problem. And even like with Boston, right? Real quick, you said KP. KP doesn't even have to play defense because Tatum, Brown, White, Holiday, they all defend. They don't need no help. They take on the challenge. So when they guarding, like let's say they play the Clippers, all of those guys, they gonna line up to guard their assignment. They don't need help. They don't got no weak links. That's what makes Boston, to me, a good team, is that defensively there's no weaknesses, and offensively you already see what they do. They're amazing offense. I mean, they got 10-point differential, so they're blowing teams out. I mean, they're running through teams. So Boston definitely, but taking it to Milwaukee, Giannis, if it wasn't for Embiid, and maybe Jokic, I would give the MVP to Giannis, man. He's playing well to me. His health hasn't been a problem. Like you said, they don't got no defense. It's really just him and Dame. Like when you really look at the team, the shooting guard, what's his name? Mountain Beasley, whatever his name is. I like him too. He's solid, but
I don't know how he's going to be in the playoffs.
You don't know how he's going to be in the playoffs.
With the Lakers, he showed a little sign here and there, but he's not a. I don't know.
He's not. So
he's a good shooter, though. Don't get me wrong.
He can hit the open shot. But defensively, like, he's their wing stopper. Like they put him out there. Like, he's gonna guard the opposing opposition's best players. I'm like, I never knew ever since when. It's just like Cam Reddish for the Lakers. Like ever since when he became a good defensive player. Like, these are defensive stoppers. They need to stop it. Oh, we got somebody on the panel.
Send Suarez to Clarkmore. What's on your mind, brother?
What's on your mind?
Hey, Shalom, Garfield. I didn't know you covered sports, man. I used to be quite the historian of the NFL, man, before I got caught up in this Indiana Jones going back and forth with the Kemetic brothers and all that madness we be involved in.
Nice.
So I've seen games as early as the 1930s. I know a lot about the history of a lot of NFL teams, a lot of great historic players.
Yeah, we're not on that right now. Right now, we already passed NFL.
Okay. I'm gonna catch your next show then, Garfield. But I didn't know you did this type of thing, man.
Hold on, real quick, Sam.
It's the first time we're doing this. The first.
Before he go, what is I just want to know your picks. What's your picks for these games, upcoming games? Who you got between the Chiefs and the Bills? Who you got?
That's a really tough game to pick. I think Josh Allen is a great quarterback. He brings a lot to the table at quarterback with his ability to run the football, as well as having the high football IQ, being able to read the defense and having a strong arm. But Patrick Mahomes is a quarterback like we've never ever seen before in the National Football League. He is an X factor all in itself, and it's hard to pick against Patrick, man. So I got to go with the generational talent, man. I got to go with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Let's go.
Patrick might be the greatest quarterback we've ever seen.
So what about Houston and B-More? Who you got?
I think it's Lamar Jackson's time to be more than just the MVP of the National Football League. I think Lamar Jackson is going to change the way teams evaluate quarterbacks, and I think he's going to change the whole landscape of the quarterback position. So I got Lamar Jackson winning the championship, period. I got him in the Super Bowl.
We'll get to the Super Bowl next week. Now, Packers and San Fran, who you got?
Oh, man, that's a real tough one to pick, man, because Jordan Love looks like he took some of that relaxation from Aaron Rodgers, and he just looks like he can't be rattled as a quarterback. Man, you know, I might have to pick the Green Bay Packers in this game, as tough as San Francisco is. I said, I think Christian McCaffrey is the best running back in the National Football League, whether it's running the football or catching. I think Deebo Samuels is a very hard offensive football player to stop in general, whether he's running or catching the football. And San Francisco's a juggernaut of a team. But I just like the confidence that Jordan Love is playing with. So I'm going to pick the Green Bay Packers to win over the 49ers.
Okay, and last but not least, Detroit and Tampa. Who you got? This should be easy.
Oh, man. Well, I wouldn't say so because, I mean, I would argue that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers shouldn't be where they are right now.
Okay.
But I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions. I think they gained a wealth of draft picks, and I think they got a lot for Matthew Stafford, and I think they utilized it well. Shout out to the general manager of the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff has started in the Super Bowl and has come pretty close to winning one. So I like his experience in this game. I think the Lions are the better team, and I believe they'll win on Sunday.
I agree with you on that. All right, brother. That's all, man. We just want to get the picks recorded because next week we're going to see who, didn't pick right, and we're going to, give you some, we're going to let you know.
I'm going to have to come on and show my face and deal with it if all my picks don't pan out.
Yeah. That's it, man. So, we'll talk more about football next week, man. Thanks for coming on the panel.
All right.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me, fellas. Take care, Garfield.
Want to add anything about the NBA, or are you good?
Well, I mean, historically, I've been a Lakers fan, being from Los Angeles. I was there during the Kobe and Shaq era.
Sorry to hear
that. But I got to get back into, my amateur sports writing with the NBA. Where I'm at right now in Minnesota, I know the Timberwolves are one of the best teams in the NBA right now. So shout out to the Timberwolves. They're playing amazing basketball. And probably not going to talk too much on the NBA because I'm looking on picking up my sports writing in the NFL this next upcoming season. So, I'm looking on getting the microphone, setting up outside of US Bank Stadium and reporting live from US Bank Stadium sometime next year. So appreciate what you're doing, Garfield, and I'll catch you brothers later.
All right, brother. Peace.
All right. Take care, brother.
Every Thursday at 6 o'clock, we're going to have this show.
Yeah, right. Every Thursday at 6.
All right. So, so somebody agree with you with the...
yeah, he agreed with you too, though. With what pick was that?
Jordan Love.
The Jordan Love, yeah. I was shocked.
I'm telling you, bro. You know what? Me and you gonna talk. I'm gonna put some money in that game. I'm gonna win some money this weekend.
Yeah, I'll show you how to set that up. No problem.
All right. So we were on the Bucks, and let's move on to number 3. That's Philadelphia 76.
Right. We got the 76ers.
I don't see.
What do you think about them?
I don't see the 76ers being the 3rd seed. I see them more of a 6th seed, or even in the play-in. And it's nothing.
Okay.
I just don't see. I see a lot of teams coming up that's going to come in. I see the Heat coming up. I see the Knicks coming up. I see Indiana Pacers coming up and going past them. There's a lot
about the Knicks.
And then when you look at the Philadelphia 76ers, they have a team that could win. All you need really is 2 players. You don't really need 3 players.
No.
2 players in the playoffs that you could get a bucket from or create their own bucket. So they have Maxey, who's probably the fastest guy in the NBA.
Yeah.
You have Embiid, who's you can't defend him one-on-one. You can bother him a little bit, but you can't really stop him.
Can't do nothing with him.
So now with this, you have the 3rd wheel is the gentleman, what's his name again? The power forward.
Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris, who I used to love back in the days in Orlando.
Yeah.
What happened is Tobias, you don't know who you're going to expect. You're going to get Tobias, who's going to defend and go be knocking down threes and have the low post moves like back in the days, or you're going to get the guy that's standing around just doing whatever he wants to do. So now that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? I remember they had the dude that's in Cleveland now that got traded, this 3-point shooter named Niang. He's no longer
there. Niang's not there yet.
They have the gentleman that got traded from LA Clippers, the old guy, I forgot his name.
Morris.
Not Morris. They have Morris, the guy. Not Batum. Not Batum. The other guy, man, that was with the Clippers too. He was with Milwaukee when they won the championship. He used to guard Kevin Durant.
Okay, hold on.
They call him a pets. He's a pets on the defensive end. All he does is knock down the three and play defense. He's a true 3-and-D player. Not Kelly Oubre. I don't like Kelly Oubre because he's like John Starks, here today, gone tomorrow. I don't like them type of shooters.
You talking about Covington?
No, not Covington.
No, not Covington.
I forgot his name, man.
You said older guy, right?
Yeah, but he don't ever play no more. They got him on the bench sitting down. They got him on the bench. He was with the Clippers.
Oh, I don't see an older guy there. Unless you was talking about PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker, that's what I'm talking about.
No, he's not. No, PJ went in the trade. He's with the Clippers now.
Oh, he's with the Clippers.
He's with the Clippers. Yeah, they traded him and Harden. That's why I was like, I was trying to figure out who you. I'm like, damn.
My mistake, family.
That's all good. It's all good.
But
talking up top of the head.
Say that they got two scorers, and they got the third guy, Harris. That's who they got. They got they got the dude, the Reed or whatever his name is a good guy off the bench.
Right.
But
he don't play much.
Bench, Nicholas Batum and Oubre, are they put up in the playoffs? Because in the playoffs, you're only using an 8-man rotation now. Do they have an 8-man rotation that could match up against Boston? That could match up against Milwaukee? That could match up against even the Knicks? The Knicks blew them out.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, though, we got to see what they're going to do in the playoffs, because in the playoffs, you got a lot of teams coming now. The Heat ain't going to be in the play no more. The Heat going to be
Heat right there.
5, 4, or 3.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm cool with it. If you want to add anything about Philly.
I'll say this. I agree with your breakdown, and I didn't have them finishing as low as 6, but the way you said it is making me reconsider, because everything you said is right. Like, outside of Maxey and Embiid, no one else can step up. So when Embiid goes to the bench, they're very vulnerable. Now they got to play him 40 minutes a night. That's just wear and tear on his body. He's a 7-footer, 280 pounds, going into the playoffs. Man, that's going to come back to hurt them. They're a good team, and I have them in the top 6. But I agree with you. I got the Knicks ahead of them, and now I might even have Miami ahead of them. I might even have Miami ahead of them. I mean, not Miami. I mean Indiana.
Yeah.
I just got to see how this trade goes down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Who's at 4 now?
So 4 is the Cavs. I have no faith in the Cavs.
All right, the Cavs. The issue with the Cavs right now is this, right? One is coaching. I don't think the coach knows what he's doing in the playoffs where the Knicks beat them up. There's no changes. I don't see making changes the way it's supposed to be. They do have a talented guy, Donovan Mitchell, who I believe might be traded before February 9th. It's a possibility. Yeah, I think it's a possibility. And the reason why I say that is this. This is a guy who they spent a lot. They lost Markkanen. They lost the guy that's killing it now in Utah, Colin Sexton.
Yeah, Colin Sexton.
They lost all these guys who are actually good players.
Yeah.
And now these guys are balling in Utah. All of a sudden, people scared to play Utah now. You go to Utah.
Utah's for real.
So now you trade all these people for this guy and these draft picks.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy is saying, I want to play in New York. I'm telling you, family, he's going to be either a New York Net or Brooklyn Net, or he's going to be a New York Knick. It is sad. It is not. Is he part of CAA Sports?
I think so, yeah.
He's not going to stay. They already know. That means the Knicks are are putting themselves in a position to grab him, because if he's a part of CAA Sports, there is this. It's not illegal, but it's really illegal.
Hey, I don't mind the cheat codes. The Lakers do it. The Knicks need some cheat codes.
The cheat code. What happened in his family? He doesn't want to be a Cav. Nobody in their right mind wants to be drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Nobody wants to play in Cleveland. Nobody.
I don't even think LeBron wanted to be drafted.
Nobody wants to be And the truth is, LeBron made Cleveland a spot.
Yeah, that's the only reason. He's the only reason.
He's the only reason why people wanted to go there. When Kyrie was there, nobody cared about going there.
Nobody cared.
LeBron went back. Like, yo, J.R. Smith went there. He won a championship. Iman Shumpert went there. He won a championship. A couple other people went there. They won a championship.
They had 3 first-round picks.
Matthew Dellavedova. He could never make a damn G League team today.
Right.
But he was on that Cleveland team. He was horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
they put in there because he gave energy defense.
Yeah. They do have a guy, though, that's in his second year. That's a pretty good defender, along with Allen. So they do have a potential. If he gets bodied up and put some strength on, Mobley would gonna be a good player.
Mobley is all right. The problem for me with Cleveland is their health is the number one thing. These guys get hurt every other day. Garland, he twists the ankle. Allen, his throat gets messed up. It's just too many injuries for me, and they get injured at the wrong time. And then now they got to come back together end of the season, and now we got to make a playoff push. But here's the problem: these guys haven't been together all year, and they got a lot of talented players. I mean, they got guys that really, help their lineup. I like Karis LeVert. Shoot, I wouldn't mind getting him on the Knicks. Karis LeVert is talented, man.
LeVert was a beast in Brooklyn. I don't know what happened to his game, but even in the playoffs when he was doing his thing against the Knicks, he didn't impress me as much as when he was with the Brooklyn Nets. He was a beast before all them trades and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. That dude was a beast.
He just needs to be in the right situation.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Still is on the contract for 2 more years. Well, one of them is a player's option. So after 25 season.
Next year is his last year.
Yeah.
Next year is his last year.
He's on the contract for 2 more years, but technically it's 1 more year.
It's technically 1 more, yeah, because that's just next season.
Mm-hmm.
And we're already halfway through this season. So, Mitchell's going to be up out of there. I just don't see them trade. I mean, the only way it happens is if one of these teams pull a cheat code like the Lakers or somebody like that, where they convince Cleveland to say, hey, we'll give you this for Mitchell. Outside of that, I say keep him and then trade him in the offseason because, hey, you might could convince him to stay, especially if they do well in the playoffs. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's a possibility. You got to give yourself a shot, because if you trade right now, you're not going to get the value. I'm keeping it. You're not going to get what you think you're going to get for him.
I think a couple of things going on here, right? He doesn't want to stay in Cleveland. He wants to come to the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Issue now is if the Knicks do a 3-way trade and they get DeJounte Murray to go to Cleveland, a lot of people don't talk about this because I watch all these YouTube channels, Chat Sports and all of them. Nobody talks about it. If the Cleveland Cavaliers is getting back DeJounte Murray, they're getting a 20-point scorer, probably even a bigger scorer.
Mm-hmm.
With Garland, him, and
Mobley.
Allen and Mobley. I don't know who plays the 3 for them.
I think they go with a Coro Strus. They go with Strus.
He's a deadly shooter from Miami.
Yeah.
So they have 2 defenders
plus
DeJounte Murray, who's a hell of a defender.
Yes.
You got 3 defenders.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. They could be a more dangerous team with DeJounte Murray than Mitchell. I'm gonna tell you why. Because in the East, you gotta stop either. You see, with Boston, you gotta have somebody who could match up with one of the guys.
Yeah.
DeJounte Murray couldn't match up with Jaylen Brown and defend him and bother him.
Right.
They got the 2 defenders. They got the 2 big guys. So Porzingis is a wash defensively. They could have put Mobley on Porzingis.
Right.
So now it's just about, because remember, Tatum played power forward for Boston. People forget that.
Yeah.
He played power forward. So when he played power forward, it's Mobley guarding him and it's Allen guarding Porzingis. So they could minimize and bother those 2 players. Plus, they could be a bother for Boston Celtics. And I'm telling you, watch it for the rest of the season when Mobley comes back. You see, that's what you got. Matchups is the issue. It's not about you have a superstar. Do you have a superstar that can be bothered? Kevin Durant was bothered by Jason Tatum 2 playoffs ago when Boston went to the finals.
Right.
When they lost to Miami or whoever. But when they went to the finals, Jason Tatum shut down Kevin. He didn't shut him down totally, but he defended him he did.
He outplayed him. I say that. I say he outplayed him for sure.
He did a hell of a job.
He did one hell of a job.
So now, Cleveland, don't be sad if you make this trade and get rid of Mitchell, because Garland could shoot. You could still create offense and all that stuff. It's just that you don't have a 1A scorer. That's all it is going to be. If the Knicks do have a 1A scorer. I think Brunson is a 1A scorer. He's not a 1A defender, but he's a 1A scorer. Ain't nobody scoring the ball like Jalen Brunson. You can't guard him one-on-one.
You can't guard him.
Can't guard him. Anyway, so we at 4. Who is at 5 now?
Knicks right now is at 5.
The Knicks is
perfect
segue.
Perfect segue.
I look at the Knicks, right? I look at it as a matchup situation. Robinson's going to come back. So the Knicks have a way to bother teams who have centers.
Yeah.
They got 2 great shot blockers. They got Hartenstein and they got Robinson.
Yep.
So whoever they play, they're going to bother them. They're going to bother Embiid. They're going and ain't nobody else in they're going to bother Porzingis. Porzingis going to hit a couple of threes because he likes to stay out there.
That's the problem.
The weakness with the Knicks defense. He's staying out there.
He's staying out there for threes.
With Jason Tatum, I don't think he's gonna guard Randall.
They play a matchup zone. They put sometimes they start with Holiday or Brown. So that's like their assignment. They get Randall. Tatum takes whoever else because they're trying to preserve Tatum. See,
I'm gonna tell you a problem with the Knicks. I'm gonna tell you a problem with the Knicks. You say that.
Yeah,
the Knicks are not a good team when it comes to adjustments, in-game adjustments. That's their problem. You see, the problem is he's not an offensive guy. He's a defensive guy. So he'll make an adjustment defensively, but offensively, he's not great. If you notice, all he does, Brunson goes down, run a pick and roll, hit a shot. Brunson go down. Your turn, Randall. That's their offense.
Yeah, and but I do like that they're posting up Randall though more.
Yeah, the issue with Randall is this. He doesn't have balance when he's playing the game. He gets too many. Like last night, he got 3 offensive fouls. You're not supposed to get 3 offensive fouls as a player, and he should take 8 to 10 threes per game. I don't care what anybody says.
Really?
Yeah, he got it. He's going to hit 4 of them. He's going to hit 3 to 4 of them, and those 3 to 4 of them is going to be big time. He needs to take 10 threes a game. He's a good shooter from 3. He hasn't done it this year, and people saying, "Well, he needs to post up more," but he's still. I remember the first quarter last year, man, that guy come down. He's at 17, 18 points in the first quarter. He was the leading scorer in the NBA. He got to be who he is and be aggressive. Everything don't have to be. You see, he can't do it no more because of Brunson, because Brunson handles the ball more now. But the Knicks, again, when you look at the Knicks, you got to look at matchups defensively. OG Anunoby can match up with Milwaukee Bucks' Giannis. He could guard it 1-on-1. He also could guard Embiid. He also could guard the best point guard. He could guard anybody. The Knicks is lucky. They got one of the greatest shooters right now, shooting over 40% from 3, which is DiVincenzo.
Dante.
Now you have Dante DiVincenzo. The Knicks starting 5 is good enough. The problems that they have is when they stay too stagnant and don't pass the ball and move around. When Randall have the ball, they're standing up and looking. That's when they go wrong. They got to keep moving, so that when the double team comes, they have to. Nobody could guard Randall 1-on-1. Right. Nobody could guard Brunson 1-on-1. So you have 2 1A scorers. They're a hell of a scorers, and people like to say, "Oh, he's a 1A or 1B." The dude, if at the rate where Randall is going, if he didn't start the season off badly, he would have been averaging 30 points a game right now.
Yeah, or high 20s.
Brunson also could average 30 points a game. These guys are high volume shooters, and they're gonna get the job done. And they could shoot.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They could shoot. These are not Westbrook type of shooters where you're hoping it's gonna go in. These are like legitimate shooters. DiVincenzo. The reason why they gave him that $50 million because I'm like, damn, they took my boy because I love what's his name?
Quickly. RJ?
Nah, the dude that's on the bench now that used to start. What's his name? Not
Obi. Grimes.
I love Grimes. Grimes is like one of my favorite Knicks. But the thing is, Grimes is too hesitant as a player. It's like he's scared to play around the Knicks. He's gonna have to be traded because he's scared to go. And the dude is a hell of a player, bro.
Yeah, the rumors are he is trading him.
In college, the dude is a hell of a player. He could shoot too. He's one of the better shooters.
Right.
But the thing is, he don't want to attack the basket. He's like, I'm hesitant. And then, but he's a hell of a shooter too. But the Knicks, the problem with the Knicks right now is they need like a Jordan Clarkson.
Yes.
They're talking about Bruce Brown that just got traded to Toronto.
Hell no. No. He got traded for a reason.
You get DeJounte Murray, right?
That's the guy.
They got to get Bay too. That guy Bay that used to play for Villanova.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
He's like around 6'8".
Sadiq Bey, yeah. Sadiq Bey is nice.
Perfect. He could defend.
You think they'll give up Sadiq Bey too, though? I don't think Atlanta.
You don't make that much money.
But I'm saying you think Atlanta's willing to give him up?
They're willing to give up everybody except Brown and what's his name, Trey.
No, I think that's the guy they need to give him, but that's a whole nother topic. But
Trey is the only two people that they say they're willing to trade. Chin Capella, they're willing to trade everybody, bro.
If Mitch wasn't come back, that would be the guy I would go get, Clint Capella, because I think Clint Capella will hold it down. But we good at the 5 spot. So in terms of the Knicks, right, real quick, then we can move to the West. Murray is my guy. I think that if I had to be real, I'd rather them trade for Murray over Mitchell. And to respond to Mongo Slade right quick, he said that Randall folded last year in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Man, first off, Randall had ankle surgery last year. His ankle was messed up. He played hurt. How many All-NBA players would have just sat out? You see, now guys are playing more because they instituted the 65-game rule. But let's keep it real. When these guys are hurt, a lot of these guys don't got the heart to play. Randall played when he should have got the surgery. If I was Randall, I would have got the surgery. Boom, boom, came back next year, ready for the offseason workout. Versus he played in the playoffs, right? And then had to get surgery after the playoffs. And then now that delayed him his whole summer routine. So, people give Randall slack. Randall was not healthy last year in the playoffs.
When you think he should have gotten the surgery, though? Because
if it was me,
before the playoffs.
Yeah, he got injured before the playoffs.
That guy on your team, though, he put the team first, though. He's like, they're gonna need me in the playoffs, although
that's why he stayed. And then when he doesnn't play well, Knicks fans kill him.
So you think he should have did the surgery and just call it a year?
Hey, look, look. I don't know. Looking at how I'm only saying that because a lot of, especially Knicks fans, I argue every day with Knicks fans. They get on Randall every day. And I got to defend him and remind them that the type of injury he had, one, he shouldn't even played. Like they didn't give out the full details, but from looking at, based on what I read on grade 2 ankle sprains, man, you could be out months. And he came back in weeks to try to help the team win in the playoffs. He wasn't 100%, clearly. Even when the season started, it was adjustment because he just came off the surgery and working out, and he had to get adjusted, reacclimated. Once he got reacclimated, now you see the 30 balls. You see,
what if the Knicks got Mitchell? What do you think? Where do you think they fit?
I don't want Mitchell, man.
You don't want Mitchell. Who do you want?
I want DeJounte Murray.
Why you want Murray? I'm
gonna tell you why. One, he's a good defender. If you get DeJounte Murray on your team with OG Anunoby and Mitchell Robinson, that's the best defensive team in the league. And you could keep Hartenstein off the bench. That's the best defensive team in the league. You're shutting down everybody.
I don't think they could keep Hartenstein, though.
Yeah, that's going to be the problem. That's going to be the one problem.
Give him $12 million, and he probably could get $15 million elsewhere. Unless he does really love the Knicks. Yeah, I don't see him staying because
he's going to get $20 million. He's going to get $20 million a year. Somebody's going to give him 20.
He can't get more than Robinson.
Trust me, there's going to be a team that's going to give him $20 million a year.
Which team, though? Everybody's capped out, bro. Ain't nobody got no money except Detroit, bro. Detroit and the Raptors are the only two teams that maybe ain't nobody trying to go to Toronto, but Toronto get 50% of your money off the bat, your tax money. That's why nobody wants to go to Toronto. They get 50% of your money. You remember, Canada got free health care for everybody. They got to pay for it somehow.
So you don't think OKC? I'm not sure what their cap is. You don't think OKC would throw a bag in him?
Why would OKC want him? They already got a starting center.
No,
and
put a Chet.
Move
Chet to the 4.
They got to pay the center that they have now, and they got to.
You don't want to move Chet to the 4. So look,
the only person that would sign him over the limit would be Golden State because they've been paying.
They ain't got it.
They haven't. They've been paying it for the past 10 years. They've been over.
But remember, when you over the cap, you can't sign a guy for max money like that. So, but I'm saying I don't know what OKC contract situation is, but if I'm OKC, shoot, or the Spurs or one of them teams to put him next to Chet, then you move the kid Williams to the 3, and with Giddey and SGA, that's come on, bro. That's a championship right there.
Yo, they got about 100 zillion draft picks in OKC right now.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm OKC,
OKC
I'm doing it.
Gonna be a hell of a team for the next 10 years.
Man,
they drafted. They did very well. They're like, all right, you want us to get Chris Paul? We take Chris Paul in his contract. Let's give us 3 draft picks. You want
give us them picks?
Shai Gilgeous. You want to get PG-13? Give us some draft picks. We take Shai Gilgeous.
Okay.
Shai, ain't nobody can stop him. 6'6" point guard. He's like the best. He got the best size. He could defend.
I get flack for this. I think he's the best point guard in the league. That's just my opinion. People might disagree with me. How?
He could be both ways. Because if you call it both ways,
he guards his matchup.
Yeah, him and the guy from Indiana is probably the two best.
Yo, if it's Halliburton, he's guarding Halliburton. If it's Brunson, he's guarding Brunson. If it's Curry, he's not ducking behind nothing. He's guarding whoever the guy is. That's my assignment. I got that. You gotta respect that.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell y'all this though. DeJounte Murray, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot because you know what? He could create his own shot, but he's still not a Donovan Mitchell, bro.
Oh, I that's where we was at. Let me finish that real quick.
Donovan Mitchell, bro.
So hold on, let me finish that. I think Jalen Brunson is Donovan Mitchell, and I know y'all gonna kill me for that. Jalen Brunson is Donovan Mitchell. Randall is the second guy. You bring in DeJounte. He's now your third option who can score 20. So he basically takes over for RJ. He's a better version of RJ, and he could defend. And then now you put Dante off the bench. So now you get that 11 points back on the bench, and you could keep Deuce if you want. Oh, but Grimes has to probably go in the trade, and you still got Hart. There you go. Now your bench is better. You got a great starting lineup. Now you competing. You may not win the championship this year, but you're building towards something. Now, next year comes around, you get Mitch back with OG, you get a training camp. Knicks will be dangerous. That's what I want to see. I want DeJounte Murray. If they do the Mitchell trade, I'm not going to be too mad. I just don't see him and Brunson doing it together. I think that you need, bigger guards that can defend. That's where
Garland and him did it together right there for all these years in the Cavaliers.
Bro, you talking about and Sexton? They didn't make the playoffs.
I'm talking about Garland. Didn't Garland and Donovan Mitchell do it last year?
Yeah, but they got bumped in the first round by the Knicks.
But it was because of Donovan Mitchell's defense, though.
Okay.
That's the thing, though.
But that's gonna be the Knicks' problem now.
If he's matched up against Jaylen Brown, remember he got like a 7-foot wingspan, so he could still defend. You see, people think that it's all about height. Sometimes the height don't have nothing to do with it. It has to do with your arm's length and if you could block a shot or how you position yourself. Because Anthony Mason was 6'6", and he was defending centers, pushing them off the block. Olajuwon had problems with this dude. So I'm just telling you, it's about positioning. Jaylen Brown can't go left. That's the key. Let him go left every time. I was watching the game. I'm like, yo, he can't go left. The whole time he gave up the ball. Can't go left.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. Yeah, because you making $300 million and can't go left, bro.
Can't go left. That's Jason Tatum's money, man. You better thank Jason Tatum for that. Jason Tatum got him that bag.
He gonna get 350. So we know the Celtics are capped out for the next.
They're done. Yeah, they're done.
That's it right there. They're gonna always have a good team because Jason Tatum, but we have Anunoby right now. Anunoby could defend them, dude.
Let me tell you something.
This is why my dream guy on all of this, a sleeper, right? Is Mikal Bridges. If they can get Mikal Bridges, it's over.
It ain't happening. The Nets ain't doing
it. And Mikal Bridges, you have 2 defensive player of the years on your team, plus Robinson.
Yeah. Now that'd be crazy, but the Nets ain't gonna do that.
Let me tell you something that you probably never looked at as a Knicks fan. You got to look at the Knicks team like the Detroit Pistons of 2004.
That's how I look at it. I talked about it on the podcast.
Oh, man.
Larry Brown said that.
They don't have no great player. They had the big shot guy at the point guard who wasn't somebody that could take you off the dribble. Because right now, if he was Mr. Big Shot was on the Knicks, he wouldn't fit the Knicks. We wouldn't want him because all he does is hit big shots. But Richard Hamilton was the two guard. That's the Donovan Mitchell that they wanted, right? The two guard that would run around like Reggie White and be hitting jumpers.
Yeah, Reggie Miller.
Now watch this now. Who they have at the 3? They had the dude, the light-skinned dude. Tayshaun Prince, right? He wasn't great. He could post up, get a little point, probably 13, 14 a game.
He was a defender, though. That's
the key. He was a great defender. Then they had Rasheed Wallace at the 4.
Yeah, all-star.
That's the Randall. And they had Ben Wallace, who is Robinson. So we have the same
team.
Yep. The Knicks could beat anybody on any given day. They could beat anybody.
But I think you get that same impact with Murray. If you put Murray there, I think it's the same kind of vibe you were just saying. You get Murray, is the same kind of vibe. Because Murray going to defend.
Which Murray are you talking about?
Atlanta. Send him to the Knicks.
Okay. I got you.
Send him to the Knicks.
You saw him hit the winning shot last night?
No, I didn't see the Hawks game.
Shot last night. Whoever they played. Yeah, he hit the jump shot.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. You get him. He's a 20-point scorer. He could hold it down for you. He could defend. So now Brunson is going to be on that. Brunson, all he got to do is just play, draw some charges and score. That's all Brunson got to do. The rest of the guys, they're going to do all the dirty work. He ain't got to worry about nothing.
Hey, Top Dollar King in the building. What's up, bro? Who you want to talk about?
Salute, Top Dollar.
Hey, what's up, guys? No, I was just kind of waiting. You guys still on the Eastern Conference. I'm waiting for the Lakers. I'll sit back.
We go to the West.
To the West right now. We got about 19 more minutes.
But we probably won't get to the Lakers though, because the Lakers are like 10th seed.
Oh, my brother.
You want to talk about the Lakers, right?
My brother. How you gonna leave out the first ever in-season tournament winners? You can't leave them out of the conversation.
That was pure luck. That was pure luck.
Oh God! Listen, man, we ain't got that much time. We starting from the top of the. But what do you want to say about the Lakers? What do you?
Let's get the Lakers out the way. Go ahead.
Let's get the Lakers out the way. What do you want to talk about the Lakers?
Well, I wanted to say this. Every year since they won the championship, what was that? 2020? Was that 2020? Because this COVID got my years messed up.
I think it was 2020. Yes.
Yeah. Every year after that. And it's been 3 years, they have a downfall. And I just want to see what you guys think about this.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to trade talks, every year they go into a tailspin like they are this year, although they won their last 2 games. They go into a tailspin when all this trade talk comes out, because I believe personally that everybody besides 2-3 players know they head on the chopping block. And they out there playing, they're not playing ball. I know you guys have played ball. You go out there, it's free flowing. It's probably, in my opinion, the greatest game to play because you can be so free out there and do your thing unless you're playing for some shitty coach. But right. I think for the last 3 years, I've seen the Lakers have problems when these trade talks come out, and I think there's something to that with the players. What do you guys think?
Okay, you want to take that first, Garfield?
As far as the Lakers, right? The Lakers remind me of the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody, they always want the Lakers to win because of their tradition of them being a team that wins with magic, and them days is over with. LeBron kind of brought that aura back, because the Lakers act like they're the only team that's supposed to win the NBA championship. I'm sick of the Lakers. I'm sick of the Cowboys. I'm sick of the.
Damn, I thought you was going to answer the question, Garfield. You just answered my question.
No trade happening with the Lakers. They have a cornball team. They're not winning nothing. They might not even make the playoffs. That's what I got to say. I'm sorry to say it, but it is what it is.
I'll give it a crack. No, the trade rumors don't bother. Listen, when you go to these big markets, like even in New York, I don't think no team has more rumors than the Knicks. Every year this Karl Anthony Towns has come to the Knicks. every player in the Knicks rotation, there's a rumor, maybe besides Brunson and the Villanova boys. Every other player in the Knicks rotation, there was a rumor they were getting traded. So I think that just comes with being a pro. Hopefully that doesn't affect these guys, because if it does, then
I think it does. What's your name? Objective? I can't
the
even
objective
see
fan. The objective fan.
I think it does objective because they don't talk about the Knicks every day on Undisputed. They don't talk about the Knicks every day on what's the other, all these damn sports talk show. They don't talk about the Knicks every day. I'm not trying to diss the Knicks, but I'm serious. I'm just being serious. They talk about the Lakers, LeBron every day. Every day. They talk about the Cowboys every day too, by the way, Garfield. Because I'm a Cowboy fan too.
Oh, you gotta eat that crow. Oh, that's why he didn't want to talk football. That's why he want to talk about the Lakers.
Yeah, I'm on a hiatus from football for a while. I've been on it since Sunday, and I'm still, yeah. But I'm
go ahead.
I'm saying that ball players are human beings, right? Russell Westbrook, hell, I just watched a video of him the other day ready to slap up a damn fan while he was warming up. The human being, bruh, all the talk and stuff, emotions get into it. They're just humans. And I'm looking at the facts, right? Every year, the last 3 years, trade talks come about, the Lakers start tanking. Every year. Because the team want to get swept. They ain't playing good. If they got off the better starts, it probably wouldn't happen. But every year it happens, and they go ahead.
So in terms of like New York not being on major media, that may be true, like ESPN and stuff like that. But the New York media, the New York Post and all of that,
it's a beast.
If the Knicks are not, listen, if somebody has a bad game, there's going to be 10 articles talking about trading them, why they're not good. So I disagree with that, man. That New York media is vicious.
That's why I agree with the New York media being vicious.
That's why them boys in Toronto right now loving it, because they're not getting the same heat that they were getting in New York. So I hope that's not the case, because those guys don't even need to be in the NBA. If you really going to trip off of some guys sitting on from their computer talking about, oh yeah, Cam Reddish needs to get traded, or this person needs to come off the bench. If you allowing that to affect you as a professional athlete, it might be time for you to change profession, brother.
It may be. I think just one more thing, and I'm gonna go on mute, Garfield, please.
Mm-hmm.
I agree absolutely with objective, but I'm saying with so much media coverage, national media coverage, I agree with you about the Knicks and their New York Post and all that. That it's a grimy game out that way. It's a grimy game. I'm saying some of these dudes for the Lakers, they press when they getting their names involved in all these trade situations the last 3 or 4 years. Some of these dudes press, and it causes them to not play as well as they can play. That's what I've seen last 3 or 4 years. I've been a Laker fan. I'm 50, 51, going on 52. Been a Laker fan since as long as I can remember, but it's never been like this. LeBron brings this craziness to every organization that I don't like. I've never been a LeBron fan, but I'm a Laker fan. I root for the name on the front instead of the name on the back. But that's just something I noticed, and I'm done. Thanks, y'all.
All right, no doubt.
What's up, Thunder? What's on your mind?
Thunder, salute.
Thunder, you got a team outside the stock market? You got a team?
Which one? Basketball?
Yeah.
I'm a Celtics fan.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh man. Wow.
Are you a Celtics fan because they're winning, or have you always been a Celtics fan?
Nah, I've been a Celtics fan since 1986, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. So he's definitely pure Celtic fan. Pure Celtic fan. Okay. So what do you think about are you concerned now that Indiana got Pascal Siakam? Do you see those boys as a threat now? I mean, they already beat you guys, I think, twice this year.
Who they fire?
Huh?
Who they starting 5?
They probably gonna do the kid with the glasses. I can't remember his name. At the power forward with Turner, Siakam, Halliburton, and probably Nembhard, or I don't know. They got a whole bunch of dudes that could play shooting guard. I know Brown is gone, so they got to replace him in the starting lineup.
Bro, Indiana, you think Indiana gonna make some noise because of Pascal Siakam?
Hey, I mean, they already won 26 games with their 20. So I don't let me pull the record back up. They're 23-17. You don't think he could add to that? Huh?
What they gave up?
They only gave up Bruce Brown and Jordan Nara and 3 first-round picks.
What you think they're gonna do? Win the championship?
No, I'm just saying they already beat you guys like 3 times this year. They beat the Celtics twice already this year, 3 times in the play-in tournament.
What that mean?
And that's true.
The Magic beat us too last year. What that mean?
It don't mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. It really doesn't. Not in the playoffs. Not in the playoffs. So you just don't see them as a threat at all.
They won 2 out of 3 against the Celtics. They won 1 by 2 points. And the other one they won decisively, right? So I mean,
decisively. Yeah.
No, I'll take it back. We won. No,
you beat them.
We won 2 out of 3.
Okay.
No, I'll take it back. We lost. Okay, so the loss that we had to them is by 2 points. We won by 17 points,
right?
And we also lost by 10 points. So out of the 2 losses, we lost by 12 combined points.
Who you lost to?
We don't do combined points in the NBA, brother. That's
the Pacers, right?
Yeah.
You think the Pacers is the biggest problem for the Celtics going into the playoffs? Look, they got Siakam now.
He said no.
Why do y'all keep talking about Siakam? Why do y'all think Siakam finna make them win? What y'all thinking?
Hey, I'm not even disagreeing with you. I just thought I would bring that up.
I'm just saying, like, they already beat you twice, and Siakam is a good defender.
That's regular season, though. That's regular.
Yeah, I know it don't matter.
Which Siakam you get?
It don't matter.
Do you get Siakam that's going to stick you and defend you properly, or are you going to get the lazy guy that's looking for $40 million? It depends on which guy. You see, that's the problem. You see, with the Pacers, though, that coach they got is a defensive coach. I am shocked at the offense because he's a defense. He got Turner, who is a hell of a defender.
Yeah.
He got Siakam now. Obi Toppin was a bust. You know, they put him in as a reserve already. He's on the bench. So he can't complain and say it's a Tom Thibodeau thing now. It's him. I think he was overrated from the jump. He just wasn't. He's just not. His brother, to me, is going to have a better career in the NBA. His brother is a hell of a defender, and his brother is like DeMar DeRozan, because all he does is shoot the 15-footer. He's a master at the 15-footer. He's not a good 3-point shooter. So I think his brother is going to have a better. But under Tom Thibodeau, these young players don't grow. That's the problem I have with Tom Thibodeau. He's an old guy. He don't believe in playing young players. I don't know why he like Deuce McBride.
What you mean they don't grow?
He plays defense so good. What you said, Thunder?
What you mean they don't? What you think quickly? What? Okay, let me ask you.
Quickly is good, but that, you see, that's above. He never paid him a lot because he didn't want to pay it. They didn't want to pay him no money, so they cut down his minutes. They cut his minutes down this season. The Knicks is crazy, man.
How good is Julius Randle? He's going 30. He's going 30 every game. How good is RJ Barrett? He's going
RJ Barrett, as Carmelo Anthony said, he's bland. He wasn't going nowhere. He reached his apex already. He's done.
I guarantee he's averaging over 20 points.
I'm not gonna say he's done. I think he could. Playing in Toronto, and if they make him the number 1 guy, which is looking like that's what they're trying to do, he could put some numbers up.
And by the way, Quickly might not re-sign with them, but the issue is he's a restricted free agent. So whoever signs him to an offer sheet, they got to match it. And what happened is,
who's gonna give him $100 million?
Detroit?
Nah, they got Cade Cunningham. They got Jaden Ivey. They got
Ivey. They could trade, sign and trade.
Nah, they don't.
Bro, I'm telling you, Quickly is one of the best. He and Maxey play the same. They used to play for Kentucky together. They're pretty much the same players.
I do agree with that. They are the same.
Quickly is a hell of a player. He got a better one-on-one game than Maxey. Maxey's just faster than him. I'm telling you, Quickly is a very good. I saw that in him from the jump. He's a star. From they drafted him, I'm like, this guy's a star. You know, OKC was the one that drafted him. Yeah. And they traded him to the Knicks.
Thibodeau developed them boys, man. You got him all wrong.
Who?
So he do develop young talent.
Who? Tom Thibodeau?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he does it. I think he does a good job, though, Garfield. To be fair, I think he does.
Minnesota. In Minnesota, that was his problem and all them dudes. He didn't know how to develop. He don't like to play young players.
He played Randall. He played Quickly. He played
Randall's not a young player. Randall and Debbie's not a young player. If that's the case, they shouldn't have signed Jalen Brunson then. They had the point guard already.
They got Randall his third year, bro.
They shouldn't have signed Brunson then. They had Quickly.
But they didn't believe in Quickly. I'm telling you right now, they never believed in Quickly as a starter. They always seen him as a sixth man. So Quickly wanted to be a starter, and he also wanted the bag. So the Knicks was like, hey, we'll give you 67 million.
No, they wanted to go up to 18 million, and he turned it down. The issue now is I don't think he's gonna get that much money anyway.
He gonna get that. Toronto ain't got no choice. What Toronto gonna do?
Well, who's gonna sign him?
Toronto.
There's no spots in the NBA. People act like there's a lot of spots. There's no spots.
Toronto giving him $100 million.
Houston signed Van Fleet. That was the last point guard position out there. There's no point guard positions open.
And he was overpaid. They get him
I never say that about a player, man. Whatever they get, they deserve, man.
You know what? You're right. I shouldn't say that, but
yeah. I see some contracts in the NBA. I'm like, how the hell did this guy make this? I need to change my career.
but Quickly gonna get $100 million. Trust me, he's getting 100.
He's gonna get more. He's gonna get more than who? Who's he gonna get more than?
He gonna get what he gonna get what. Let's see, Julius Randle.
2 points, 11, 13, 16. This with the Lakers.
Right.
When he went to New York, you see what he's doing, bro. That's Thibodeau.
No, I don't have a problem with that. Okay. The issue is I don't have a problem with Randall at all. My issue is young players that's drafted. That's all, because this is his 9th year in the league. Julius Randle's in the league for 9 years.
Yeah.
And he was
but he been 5 or 6 years in the
league. But 7th. He's a top dog.
But do you give him credit for Mitchell Robinson? Because that Mitchell Robinson's
growth, I would have to give him credit for that. Okay. But he don't have a history. He doesn't have a history of developing young players, though. He don't have that.
I don't know what you looking at, because Julius Randle played with the Lakers 3 years, man. You telling me that there ain't a young player, somebody that's 21 years old?
Yeah, he was young when he came to the. I think he was like 25, 24 when he first came.
Hey, Rocky, you wanted to say something, bro, before we get off the air?
Yeah. Let's give coaches.
Oh man, y'all finna get off. I just came in because I sensed a lot of hateration and holleration about LeBron and this dancery.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
What my man Wiley say? Grow your dreadlocks. Don't be afraid of the wolf pack. Yeah.
What's up with the Lakers?
I think, so I see there's a recurring theme, right? Since LeBron been on the team. Other than that first year when they came out the gate during the regular season doing their thing. My only thing is I feel a lot of doubt about Bron, and we all know what he do every time he get in the playoffs healthy, regardless of who on his team, right? Every time he get in the playoffs healthy, you see them with a potential to win a championship no matter who they go against. Now, my only real question mark with the Lakers right now is D'Angelo, right? Because he has that James Harden disappearing act when the postseason come around, you know? So that's my only real question. But I don't, and I think Garfield hating. I sense a lot of hate from Garfield. He said they like the Cowboys. I don't know.
Lakers are like the Cowboys.
I sense a lot of hateration from you, Garfield. I don't know why you got that in you, man.
Look, if you take
it back, because you haven't waited 29 years with the Lakers, so let me take that back.
But if you take away that bubble championship, it kind of would be comparable to the Cowboys. It's just the bubble championship kind of removed the Dallas.
Kobe won in 2009, though. 2008, 2009, Kobe won. 2009,
that's true.
2010.
That's
so
true.
That's
but
like 13 years.
But remember, 13 years for the Lakers is like 30 years for the Cowboys. So
that's a fact.
You get what I'm saying? So to give Coach credit, he's kind of right because they won it in 2020. So you can't really consider them Cowboys. But real quick, I want to speak to my parents in the building. My parents are checking me out. Salute to y'all. Yeah.
Shout out to
my
your parents
family.
in the building. That's right.
Yeah.
What's up? Hey, let me tell y'all, man, every Thursday at 6 p.m., join the panel. We're going to talk about sports, just sports. This is Thursday. Just like Mondays is all about agree to disagree. We talk about every single topic. Hey, this Monday, man, yo, we got to get it in about this lady that got hit by the brick, Thunder. Come to find out she actually How do you fake that story? You got to break that down to me, bro.
We'll talk about it later.
And by the way, she's on the run.
Whoa, what lady got hit by a brick? What y'all talking about?
Hold on. She's on the run right now. She's on the run.
Let's talk about it Monday.
She's on the run.
Thunder, you tripping.
Nope.
How do you fake that?
That's crazy.
How do you fake that, bro?
No, the man, mama, daddy looking, man. Let's talk about sports.
Yeah.
That's all right, man. My parents got thick skin, man. But definitely salute to everybody that came in and watched the show, man. Like Garfield said, we'll be back next week. Definitely greater turnout and more participation, man. Y'all got to come on the panel, man. So we can talk and chop it up.
Don't be scared like Rocky with his dog. Don't be scared.
I think it was a great show, Garfield. I think it was a great show, Garfield, and the brother Objective. I like it, man. I'm a big sports fan. Yeah, and y'all moving into Super Bowl, and then the NBA gonna start pushing up after that. Yo,
right?
Great March Madness, all that.
We're gonna talk about all of that.
Please don't mention New Orleans on this channel. New Orleans barely has a team. They will never win a championship. I don't know what they have a team for.
Wait, is he talking about New Orleans Pelicans or New Orleans Saints?
New Orleans, period. They're not winning.
Because it's a difference.
Change the name of that state to L for losing. They're just going to be losing down there. College-wise, they're the bomb.
College-wise, yeah.
Louisiana is the bomb.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But we're gonna get into all of that stuff, man. Do y'all guys want to make NFL picks before we go?
College ball. We gotta talk next week about women's college ball, about what's going on with this sister. With what's her name again? I forgot her name. But
Angel Reese.
What's going on with her, man? She always getting sit down by the coach. I don't know. Maybe somebody's and by the way, we gotta talk about the NIL money and why the coach of Alabama quit, because he used to, they can't pay the players no more to come to Alabama. They got competition. That's what you get. A system that's geared to defeat the broke and the poor people is now they losing at it because of the NIL deals that these players. I am so glad for these NIL deals. So these people, and it's actually good for college because most of these players now could stay 4 years and get that NIL money. They don't have
get that money, man.
To get that money, they could buy their house and have their cars way before they go to the NFL or the NBA.
Yep, and get the education. Man, it's great, man. Definitely.
Go ahead, bro. You got the last word, bro. You got the last word.
I want to know if these guys want to give their picks because I want to give people their crow. Y'all want to give y'all picks real quick?
Thunder, Top Dollar, and Rocky, I want to give y'all picks for the NFL games coming up.
What picks? Which one?
All of them. All 4 games.
All 4 games.
So who you got? Packers or San Fran? Who you got?
San Fran.
Okay. Thunder got San Fran. Tampa, Detroit. Who you got?
Tampa.
Okay. He with you, Garfield, on that one. All right. And then for Houston and B-More, who you got? You got to think that hard? Damn.
Yeah, B-More.
Okay. And the last but not least, Chiefs and the Bills.
Bills.
Okay. Wow, he with you, Garfield, on a lot of them picks. What about Coach or Top Dollar? I want to give y'all picks. Well, Top Dollar don't want to give his picks, but Coach, you want to give your picks?
Yeah. I got the Chiefs over the Bills for a fact. You know, I like how my man Garfield. I don't want to hear that. I like how my man played last game. What's my man? The quarterback for the Bucks. I like his little,
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I like his little. He playing with a little hunger in the tank since he got sat down. So I like the Bucks. I like the quarterback for the Packers. I like Jordan.
Really?
Jordan Love. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jordan Love.
Wow. Okay.
I see something there, and of course I got my man. I got Lamar.
All right. Texas. That's what's up. All right. And Top Dollar, you want to give yours, or you chilling because your Cowboys done got you not interested in football?
I'm chilling. I'm not watching football anymore. I'm good. My feelings are hurt.
Hey, I was like you 3 weeks ago. I'm a Jet fan, man. I didn't watch the last 2-3 weeks. I couldn't do it. I was done.
Hey, by the way, the Jets have one of the best defenses in the league, and I hope they sign Huff back. Right, they need to sign him back. Although they drafted that other dude, but that 8-man rotation, that's what makes your defense good. So they're gonna have to trade that dude. I forgot what his name is. Number 91. They're gonna have to trade him to sign Huff, but it is what it is.
But you're not talking about Quinnen Williams.
Not Quinnen Williams. No, that's 95. I'm talking about John. What's his name? John Franklin.
Oh yeah. John Franklin. You gotta trade John. Really?
Yeah, because he makes too much money. He makes too much money, so they got to trade him to sign Huff.
Okay.
Yeah. So
we don't need defense. We need offensive line, man. The offensive line is the Jets' power.
They're gonna draft that dude from Notre Dame. He's 6'8". They're gonna draft him in the first round.
We need like
Arowog or whatever his name is.
Yeah, we need like 3 guys like that. You know what I mean? Solid, because the line was terrible. But all right, we got our picks in, man. So we can ready to wrap.
Who is we? Who is we? I miss you guys. I heard a lot of we's in the conversation.
That's how we as New York people talk. This is our team. That's how we talk, bro. What's popping?
You see the hats, everywhere, baby.
Knicks fans, I'm a New York fan, period. I don't live in Jamaica no more. I live in New York.
Yeah, we got rep.
I cheer for New York teams, even the hockey teams I cheer for.
So you guys are picking Buffalo? Or you pick Buffalo? No, that was away from the phone a little bit.
Buffalo. He's picking Kansas City.
Buffalo's the only team I don't rock with. And the Nets and the Mets. Those are
he's a New York trader. That's all.
I can't rock with those teams. But the rest of the teams, we good, baby. It's the New York, you know what I mean?
All right, cool. So ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in, man. Much love, much respect. The game is on. Detroit going down against Tampa. I'm sorry, God, man. I got you. All right. Peace and love, family. We out of here. Thanks for tuning in. This is we got 24 people watching, 36 the highest. We're gonna build this. We're gonna build this sports channel. This is a real man cave haven right here when we talk about sports.
Yeah.
Right. But peace and love. Thunder, thanks for coming through. Rock, thanks for coming through. Top Dollar, Objective Fan. Close us out, brother.
All right, man. So thanks for checking this out. Like Garfield said, we'll be back next week. If you want to check me out, I'm on YouTube. I got my own channel. I talk with the Knicks, the Objective Knicks Fan. If you want to check me out, I'm also on Facebook. I'm by my government name on there, Karan Pierre. On there, I talk more general sports. And I'm on all social media platforms if you want to connect with me, man. So that's all, man. Nothing much left to be said. Thank you for checking us out. Next week, come on the panel and make your picks, man. We got a couple of people made their picks. We're going to be calling people out and, seeing if you know what you're talking about. So we're going to see what's up next week.
Peace.
Peace.